How you doing, guys? I hope that you guys are having a great day. Today I'm going to react to a song that I heard on the radio, and every time I hear that song I liked it. So I YouTube it, I found out who it was. I'm going to do it with the lyrics. It's not a complex song, but still, the beat is awesome. I want you guys to hear it. I hope they don't block it, but if they do, I'll just send the, fight it, whatever. So it's called Astronaut in the Ocean. And astronaut in the ocean, that's some lovely imagery. Imagine an astronaut with his head thing, can't hear anything, and then he's in the ocean. It's like fish out of water. It's like it's not the place where he's supposed to be. Oh, and it's by Masked Wolf. Listen to this beat.
No. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like it.
So when these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. How do you feel? What do you know about rolling in the deep? Do you know? And when people talk too much, put it in slow motion. Put that away. Freeze that thing. Cover those ears. Don't listen to that. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
Astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much,
when your brain goes numb, you can call that a mental freeze. That's what, and it's true. Have you had that? When it's like you can't think, you just like, it's so much, you're being bombarded. So it's just like, stop. Put everything on slow motion. Your brain is not taking it. Time to take a break.
Shit in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D. Don't believe in T-H.
Okay, thought. So she says that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. So he's cocky. He knows he's cool. I believe in G-O-D. I believe in God. Love the way he spelled it. Don't believe in T-H-O-T.
Don't believe in T-H-O-T. She keep playing me dumb. I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental. Let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out.
She keep playing me dumb. I'm playing her for fun. So they're playing games with each other. She's playing and he's playing too. He's not really taking it serious. Y'all don't really know what my mental. Let me give you the picture like stencil. My mental like stencil. So the stencil pen. He's going to delineate it for you. He is going to write it there for you so you can see it. What his mental
Let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought. No flow rain was I'm pouring down. See that pain was all around. See my mode was
Okay, so falling out in a drought. Drought. Everything is dry. And that's where he's falling out. And it's not the rain. It's not the rain. Money, bad luck. No flow, right words, I'm pouring down. See, the pain was all around. See, my mode was kind of lounge. Love it.
Kinda lounge, didn't know which way to turn. Flow was cool, but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge. I'ma kill everything like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get
that. I like that. That's like this YouTube thing. I'm not getting paid, but I still gonna do it because I have a goal. So I'm gonna work even if I don't get paid.
Everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving, looking at it. Put this shit in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I seen the deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a plane?
That was great. That was great. That flow. I mean, this guy can rap, huh? And he can sing too, huh? But I don't blame every day that I say, man, I see you deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you woken up on a plank? La 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 la. This is not a prank. It's real.
Deflate, let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a plank? Both hands together, God, let me pray. I've been going right around, gonna relay.
I have never heard anybody praying to God to let them party, but I second that emotion. Pass the baton, back to the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. Nice life, huh?
Pass the baton, back to the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. Want a piece of this, a piece of mine, a piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break.
Okay, a piece of sand. Now I think he's talking about drugs there. Xanax? No drugs. But the pool and everything else, great. A piece of mama, great. Want a piece of this, a piece of mama, a piece of sand. Can you please read between the lines? I'm trying to read between the lines. What are you saying to me? That your mom gave you sand?
Piece of sign, can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break your spine. They say that I'm so fine. You could never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you?
I love the way he enunciates those words at the end. Spine, fine, crime, time.
Waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
I just wanted to share this song. I just wanted to react to it because I love it. Hopefully they won't block it. But anyhow, if you got to the end of this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.